Yo, what is good, guys? It's boy Miklik. Welcome back to another high profile high video. And before I get started with the no rerun part, I will have to say that Kita, Suna, and Yuji Todori is finally announced by Haikyuu Fly High. As you guys probably know, I already knew about this, but I didn't think they'll announce it this early. I don't know if it's a maintenance fault on their part. I guess they're letting us know technically more than 2 weeks in advance, which why I think it's a mistake. But either way, even if it isn't, I'm glad they announced it because then I don't have to do any certain leaks about it. So yes, these characters will be coming out right after the 3 Fukurodani units, and I already made a video on that. So if you want to go check it out, you can check it out. And considering the fact that they're releasing these announcement, SSR select recruit schedule early, I do think they're trying to stop a certain thing, but again, that's just speculation on my part because as you guys know, I have a history of getting certain predictions right. I call it predictions, but either way, it's all been correct. So it could have been a doing on some part, but either way, we're gonna head straight into the no rerun part. And first things first, before I even get started to talk about the new schedule, there's always gonna be schedule changes, so please don't use this as a full-on example. You could use it as a reference, I guess, but I just don't think you should use this at all because they're gonna 100% change the schedule one way or another. As we know, they might add reruns later on. They might do it fucking who knows in 2 weeks. We don't know what they're gonna do. So I don't think any schedule is actually gonna be accurate because now that I'm about to release this information, it's about to change this from them or just in general. So knowing this, you don't actually have to use this as an example. I'm also just making this for reference for me so I can show you guys. And also because of my previous timeline video, I made a mistake and added like a certain month gap. That was my bad on my part. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. But either way, it's supposed to be like every 2 weeks, technically 15 days, but every 2 week gap. And as I already did in my previous timeline video, my timeline #3, I was, I guess, correct about the no rerun part because basing off of what I've literally seen and the information that I received, we were actually supposed to have a rerun right after Kuro when he first came out. It was supposed to be a Ushijime rerun, but I could see why that was changed because, well, I mean, I guess it's global. Why would they add another rerun like that when you already had Ushijima in the last month? Why would why would you just add a Ushijima rerun right after that? So yes, as you can see, there's a little bit of a hint that they didn't add the first rerun that we should have had. And right after there was Maya Twin, it was supposed to be a rerun for Kuro. Based off what I literally saw and again the information I received, there is no rerun after that. It's actually going straight into Korra and Hirogami, and then shit after that is going to be Kageyama. And the reason why it's all separated is because it signifies 2 months. So this would be 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, and then 9 to 9 months and 2 weeks. So essentially, we'll be caught up to SP Oikawa in 9 months and 2 weeks. If I'm correct, I don't know, maybe I did something wrong. Just you guys let me know. Also, like they already do in like the Taiwan and Japan, I'm pretty sure they could just release reruns during a unit drop. So there'll be no 2 week gap essentially, but we'll still have a rerun during one of those units. Keep in mind that's 100% possible and that's most likely to happen instantly in global because then it'll be the same pace as 9 months and 2 weeks. It's just they're gonna put a rerun during a UR SP unit drop. Completely possible, but again, just speculation. But realistically, if we're talking about a main gacha game, there's most likely gonna be reruns during probably the SP era. So this video could just be entirely wrong because I don't know why they wouldn't add reruns during global, but based off the beginning,
118, brace for impact.
But either way, subject to change because it's looking like we're getting no reruns at all. We're getting straight into Korra and Hirogami. We're getting straight into Kageyama and stuff. Again, unless it's hidden from my point of view or I had an error on my side. So knowing that it's just pure banner, they're trying to catch up to Japan and Taiwan instantly. And one more time, this is subject to change. And this is probably the most thing that's subject to change because since it's a schedule, they could literally change it anytime. So I have no idea what they could do. But I don't think that's the case because then every other unit that I saw come out wouldn't have been correct. But either way, it's looking like we're getting a no rerun schedule. Again, don't use this as an actual example. You can use it as like a little reference and be like, hey, this could be the no rerun schedule, but you could do it with any schedule as long as you take out the rerun. So do what you want. The dates here are accurate, but again, you know how they change it from every Thursday, now it's Wednesday, so maybe they just fuck around and do every Tuesday now. Just don't use this as an example. I don't know. You can use it as reference, but don't actually like go, hey, this is the permanent new thing. It's just an assumption that's most likely to happen. But I want to know what you guys think about the no rerun schedule. I'm pretty sure I already got a lot of info about what you guys thought about it, but I want to know in this video specifically, what do you guys think about no rerun schedule? Do you guys think it's possible for them just to skip every banner based on what I'm saying? But either way, hopefully you guys don't go crazy with this. Again, subject to change, subject to change. So do what you will with this information. Hopefully you guys like and subscribe, join the Discord, and I'll keep you guys in touch if anything ends up switching. Doesn't matter. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't really care if I'm wrong. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.